Yay. That should work. Yay. Now we have to hope that the volume works. Let's see. Hi, Pat. Can you hear me, Pat? Hi, everybody. Hi, Misty. Yeah, I got to make you a moderator. That's right. Just in case we have a troll. Done. Okay, Alice, we won't tell. I promise. I promise. Hi, Susan. Hold on. I'm making you guys moderators just in case. Hi, Lauren. Oh my gosh, Alice, you have to keep the volume down. You have to keep the volume down. Hi, Anna. Look, everyone's coming in. Hello. You see, I look at that. That's my last pile of cleanup. I've made major progress. I'm so excited. I'm trying to get out a bunch of Happy Mail. I'm just going to wait till everybody comes in so we can start because this one is so easy to do and so easy to chat at the same time. Hi, Linda. I saw your numbers went up, Linda, in your area. I've got you guys like hooked up. You should see it's like very janky. I have you hooked up on this system so I can like show you everything on my lap while I'm doing it. And I'm surrounded by craft supplies. As I drop my binder. Okay. I'm just making sure everybody, I have to watch this thing. It doesn't always go down on its own. There we go. Hi, Cynthia. Hello. All right, y'all, tonight is super easy. I'm going to give people a couple of minutes to come in because this one is so easy. I made Susan a moderator already. I already made her a moderator. I just figured we should have a couple. I don't think, look, y'all, I don't think the bully's going to come in here. I really don't. I think that would just be a mistake, especially after Heather's video today. I don't think so. I think bullies are usually very cowardly, y'all. So you're at work. What time is it there, Alice? I'm checking to see. I'm getting better at watching, y'all. You know what? Wanda was saying during her live too, like she forgets sometimes to check. Hi, Monty. Yeah, better safe than sorry is right. But just in case, I don't think so though. I thought Heather's video was very good at explaining everything. Oh, it's really okay. Yeah, you got to keep our volume down. So that Alice is at work, y'all. So she has to be careful not to get cut. Hi, Leticia. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you came because these are so cute to make, y'all. These are so, and they're so easy. They're so easy. Hi, Barbara. Oh, it's so great. All right, so I don't know if y'all prepped or not, but if you didn't, it doesn't matter because I'm reading everybody. Oh, you're doing it live from your bed. Yay! I'm on my sofa, y'all. Hi there, Lynn Sunshine Honeybees is there. Oh my goodness. And Deb's chilling bags. Hi, everybody. Oh, that's so funny. Alice is at work, y'all, watching on her phone. Hi, Kayla. You know why? Because you know the computer glitch I was telling you about? So I was on Zoom with my mom earlier, and my computer is not so steady, y'all. It can't hold so much technology. So I went from Zoom into the live, and it was having trouble, but it did it. Hi, Sally. Hi. Heather, hey, I just saw you come in. Great video today, Heather. Very well articulated. I don't really need these instructions, y'all. This is such a simple project, and I just draw my sheets. I'm picking them up quickly. So, hi, MJ. Very brave lady. I'm missing everybody who's coming in. Hey, y'all. Hi, Lizzie. Yeah, Lizzie, I think you were on the phone with Marcy while we were texting. I think that's what happened. Alicia, you made it. Oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh, hi. Um, I can't believe it. Yeah, Lizzie, I think you were on the phone with Marcy. It was the hygiene. It was the sweetest. I have to tell y'all. I wish I could have read you all of what Marcy had to say. It made me teary. I couldn't. Uh, just about like, hi everyone, hi Sarah, hi. Um, Hi Margaret. What happened was she sent like such a beautiful. The texts were so beautiful. If I'd read them live, y'all, I would have cried because they were so beautiful. But let's just say that she's got the cards up everywhere. And it really does matter. And I think it helps us better understand that we need to make some for Carrie and for Latin Girl. They matter a lot. I don't think we understood how much these cards would matter. So I was really grateful to everybody. But yeah, if I had read her whole text messages to you guys, I would have just bawled because it was about being scared and about how whenever she was scared, she'd look at everybody's cards, you know? So hi, Sally. So it was very special. It was a really special thing. Yeah, I'm sure I've missed people too. Hi, Elsa. I miss our chats too, Alicia. You know what? I noticed that you tried video calling. I've had a very strange week between the spiders and like trying to package up all that. So that stack of Happy Meal I'm trying to get packaged up. And that's just because y'all, I'm waiting on. Hi, Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina. I was supposed to call Sabrina and I haven't had a chance to call her today. Y'all, I've been waiting on news from the Holy Land because they've been debating back and forth on whether or not it is actually safer for me to leave New York and go to the Holy Land where they have COVID under better control. So they've been having long-term discussions with my doctors about this. And until now, hi there, hi. Until now, they've basically said no. But then they had another chat with my doctors this week about my chemo. And all of a sudden, every day, they want new forms. And so I find myself every morning, yeah, and real spiders. Yeah, it's funny, real spiders. Don't laugh. I have to keep this near me. This is from the hardware store's suggestion. Because y'all, I didn't know a brown recluse was dangerous. So I was just dealing with it myself. I am a tomboy a little bit. Like I'm like, okay, I'll kill a spider. Yeah, I'm not a fan of them either, Alice. But I'm not terrified of them. So I just figured I would just get rid of them. But it turns out they're actually like they're more hardy and more dangerous, and you shouldn't really try to kill them that way. So now I have to keep this near me just in case. But it's okay. It's all getting under control. Did Lana come in and I didn't notice? Yeah, she did. Hi, Lana. Okay, Lana, consensus is you totally have to have a channel. We are all waiting for a channel. We're hoping. We're hoping. Yeah. Misty says Operation Spidey. Y'all, I have to tell you this. I'm not even embarrassed to share this. I'm just explaining to Alicia why I haven't been available on Instagram like I have. Normally, she sees that I'm on Instagram and she can call me. And I haven't been on in the mornings because I've had too many strange things lately. Oh no, don't send me a snake. Don't send me a snake. Please, Lizzie. I'm telling you, these spiders are enough. I'm not used to dealing with this. I'm a city person, guys. I'm not used to spiders. I'm not used to things like this happening. And I'm dealing with it. Like yesterday, I recocked my own kitchen, y'all, because the hardware store told me to recock, like all the seals around. And I did it myself. Like I'm handy. I can do it. And I did the first level of spraying, but supposedly that's dangerous because once you spray, what happens is that then they come out and then you have to be prepared. Hence why I have this. A frog. Do frogs eat brown recluse spiders? Can I send you a bug zapper? Oh, I've never even heard of one of those, Lana. You know what they did have me buy, but they're not working? The kind you plug into the wall. So I ordered them, but they're not working. So supposedly brown recluses are like wasps, y'all. They're a bit hardier, or the females are hardier. I don't know if that's true. Who knew? Who knew? Yeah, I would be okay with the frog living here. I'd be totally okay with that. So anyway, Alicia, my mornings have been crazy between all the documentation that the Israeli government needs and the spiders. Literally, it's been a very strange week. Thank goodness I did all my projects for the collabs before this week, because otherwise I'd be pulling all-nighters to finish them. But they were finished already, thank goodness. So Oh, it's the same with black widows. You see, we have those too, but they don't happen very often here in New York unless you're out in the, like if you're out in the Hudson Valley. So we never have to think about this stuff, you know? Ah, so okay. You know what, Lana? I have to say, I wasn't scared the first time. Like before they told me how dangerous this spider was, I just dealt with it. But after they told me, yeah, now I keep this really close by. Yeah. And snakes don't jump. It's true, Lizzie. Oh, see, people know about these zappers. We people that live in an urban environment don't usually have this crazy to deal with. We honestly don't. We have other crazy. I will share with y'all while we're making this first round. I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna laugh. So Cuomo announced our numbers were down. So I'm gonna tell you that today, if there were 10 people wearing masks on my street, that was a lot. Almost everyone wasn't wearing a mask anymore. Hi, Barbara. I just saw you come in. Oh, and do you hear that? That's probably Amazon. Oh my gosh. Do I answer it or I don't answer it? We're on a live. I can take you with me to answer it. I bet you that's Amazon, y'all. Delivering. That's really funny. Okay, so let me show you guys what we're doing. We are doing, this is so easy, y'all. We're going to be able to do this while Amazon. Go get it. All right, ignore my pillow. Give me a second. Hello? I'm back. Okay, thank you all. It was UPS actually. You know what that probably is? I've been waiting for a Hobby Lobby order, so it's probably a Hobby Lobby order. All right, y'all. Let's make these bags. So if you haven't already, what you want to do is you want to cut the paper down to 6 inches by 5.5 inches. And that's what this is. So you can see that it's almost a perfect square. Oh my gosh, y'all, hold on. Hello? Thank you. Hand sanitizer. I'm coming back, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're back. It was a package from Ebony Moore and Hobby Lobby. All right, so now we know. Hi, everyone I missed. I am so sorry. And there will be no more deliveries from UPS during this video. Okay, so if you haven't already cut your paper down to 6 inches by 5.5 inches, that's the first thing you want to do. And it's like super easy. It would be fun for an unboxing. It's true. And that's the first step. And that's if you haven't already done it. I'm just watching. Hey, Rhonda. You need to slow down or make a bigger path. Okay, so since you guys are in my living room, I can explain this to you. Most people in Brooklyn don't put in these apartments, don't have a kitchen table. I'm one of the only apartments in here that have a table. And that's because the space, the way it's designed, it's 700 square feet. It's very narrow between the love seat and that table. Like the space is just enough for me to get through. So most people eliminated the table. But I need it for grading and for making. This is a Michael's Hot Buy, y'all. Did you all see this paper pad? So this is a paper pad. You know, that lovely lady that I met at Michael's in New York? I didn't know about this. This paper pad was at the bottom. I had never seen it on whenever we did a haul video. I had never seen it. But I used it to make Alicia love letter. Hey, Alicia. I used it to make one of the bases of your rainbow embellishments. I've never seen it again, but she found it for me. It's a Hot Buy paper pad, and it's weird. It has a lot of rainbows. It has a lot of iridescence, and it also has a lot of watercolor. I know, right, Deb? It's really pretty paper. And I've never seen it again, and I've never seen anyone haul it either. So, yeah. Oh, you got this pad. Okay, so Kayla says she got it. I've never seen it before. So I did not know that this even existed. But the reason I use it for Alicia's embellishments is because she really likes things like that have iridescence, but she also likes yellow and gold together. And this is one of the few paper pads where the iridescent isn't silver, it's gold. So that's actually why I got it. But the pad is a bit weird. I'm going to tell you guys this. It's weird in the sense that it doesn't all match the aestheticism inside the pad. I can look it up for you because it's over there. In fact, I can just grab it, Deb. Give me a second. I have to sit with a pillow. Okay, so this is what it's called. Look. So it's called Shake It Chic. That's what it's called. Okay, so do you see these rainbows? Now I'm going to show this pad to you because since you're asking, it's like the strangest paper pad. Hi, Brandy. Here's what's weird about it, y'all. So it has like a page like this. It doesn't really match. And then it's got these florals, which don't match at all with the rest of the pad. Then it's got this splatter page in mint green and pink. Hi, Dawn. Oh, it's not the same one. See? Then it's got this rainbow page, which doesn't have any iridescence. I've never seen this pad before either, y'all. Then it's got this green sparkle business. And then it's got these really, look at this. This is so cute. And that's all holographic. And then let me take it, then look, a whole page that says best day ever in holographic, but it's just paint splattered paper. And then let me show you, look, then this kind of page. It really doesn't match. This is what I used for Alicia's embellishment base. See this one? This is really beautiful. With the rainbows. No, it's not from last year. It's from this year. I've just never seen it before. This lovely lady that I met her at Michael's, y'all. It's one of those, you know how I met Carmen? That's how I met this lady. She and I were looking at paper pads, and we started chatting. And she watches YouTube, and she doesn't do lives. And then look at this one. So it doesn't really match, guys. It's very versatile. It just doesn't match. So you just have to think about, but the cut apart pages. Okay, this is where you guys are going to love them. Look. Like, yeah, see, right? Yeah, it's really nice, right? And it's very different. Both Rhonda and MJ are saying the same thing. It's true. Look at it. It's a really different paper pad. So as long as you are okay with it not really matching and that you can just use it for really different projects, then you know what? I mean, like, look, this is so weird. This feels to me like this was just thrown in. But I feel like I can use this for many different things. So I don't mind that it's a bit weird. I actually like this page too. It kind of reminds me of one of the Sweet Story pages, actually. Oh, yeah, it is like filler paper. You're right, Misty. I didn't think about it like that. You know, Misty's saying it's kind of like one of those pads that has like a lot of versatility. It's a filler pad. It kind of, you can match it with all different paper collections. And I think that is actually true. So it's called Shake It Chic. I had not found it. So this lovely lady who I've now met at Michael's in New York, she is like, she watches YouTube. She doesn't comment. She watches every day. She actually watches a ton of your channels, guys. She just doesn't comment. She's the one who found it for me, actually. Yeah, Shake It Chic is the name of the pad. But she found one, like in the whole stack in New York. And then we have not seen it since. And she found this just as COVID was hitting. So that would have been, when we stopped being able to go to stores, would have been the end of February, beginning of March. That's when she found this. So you might be able to find it. Especially because Michael's has been closed. Oh my goodness, there's 40. Don't tell me that, Lizzie. I'll get nervous. Right now, it just feels like I'm hanging out with my girlfriends. All right. So all we have to do for this is cut to 5.5 by 6. I'm going to show you this because it's so easy. I think you guys are going to be like, wow, that is really easy to make these. Okay. So once you've cut that, the next step is scoring. I have 2 score tools. I have one that came with the piece, and I have also my Fiskars one here. You know what? The Fiskars one I like is it has a smaller tip. Yeah, no, you know what? This lovely lady I met at Michael's, Pat saying you got to thank this lady for this pad. I have to tell you, she's actually going to meet up with me next time I go in for one of my treatments because y'all, she ordered like glue toppers, you know, like the fine tip glue toppers. And when she placed the order from Ali, she thought she was going to get 25 and they ended up sending her 250. So she's just going to give them to me to send to people. And she's always looking out for like interesting things. And whenever I do meet up with her, which during COVID has been really hard, she often contributes stuff to put into We Wishes. She's a really nice lady. She's like such a nice lady, actually. It's incredible. All right, what's nice about this paper is that it's not double-sided, so I can show you the scoring easier. Here's what I am going to tell you about this project that's so interesting. So this is made out of Prima, right? And you all know Prima's paper is really good quality, and so it's nice and thick, and it really makes a beautiful box. Like, I never have to worry about thickening anything up. And the bookcase, I told y'all, if I'm using Maggie paper or a Michael's Hot Buy, I feel like the holder is a bit wonky. Here's what's interesting about these. I'm going to show you one made out of Maggie. For these, it doesn't matter. For some reason, the Maggie paper or the Michael's Hot Buy holds up just as well. Oh, look who's in. And then we finally, hello, I'm missing everybody. Hi, everybody coming in. So what's amazing about that, hi, Sandra, I just saw you come in, is that for this, for some reason, I think it's the dimensions that we fold it in at, makes the crepe paper just as strong as the Prima. Whereas in the bookcase, it wasn't as sturdy. So I just want to tell you that it doesn't matter what paper you use for this project, which I think is rare, actually. I think sometimes when you're building you know how boxes were on my crafty aspiration list? I've learned how to make all sorts now. And the paper usually matters. For this, it doesn't matter at all. That's what's amazing about this. It's like, it really, really doesn't matter. All right, I don't think I even need my sheet, but I'm going to have it here just in case I want to look at the dimensions. Okay, so I'm going to turn like I did last time to show y'all because this is so easy. This is the 6-inch side, right? And you should check it because they're so close together. 6 inches by 5.5 is so similar, y'all. Jelly bean! Which boxes that you made, Lizzie? I think I've watched every video. I think I've seen all your boxes. But maybe not. Hi, Don. I just saw Don. Okay, so look. The 6-inch side and the 5.5-inch side are so close together. I do really make sure this time that I check. Because usually you can see the difference, right? So on our 6-inch side, you're going to score, and this is where it gets, I want to make sure I'm right, 2 3/8. On everybody's scoreboard, that's going to be at a different place. And I've noticed this. You did make it. I see you made it. Y'all, Jellybean, give her a big round of applause because I cannot believe that you made it in here. The reason Jellybean has not been on very much lately, y'all, she has, Miss Jellybean, I'm just going to say it. That woman has been working day and night to look after the lady that she has looked after for 10 years. Miss Jellybean single-handedly during COVID has been looking after her 24/7. And that's why she's exhausted. I cannot believe you made it in here, which is great. And Jellybean, if we had done the bookcase, maybe you can help us figure out some of those problems. Okay, so on my scoreboard, 2 3/8 is right here. So all you do is you score it at 2 3/8, and then you turn it around and you do it on the other side of 5.5. And again, you score it at 2 3/8, and that's it. Okay. Sorry, that was on the 6-inch side. On the 5.5-inch side, you score it at 1 1/4. And then you turn it over and you do the same thing. 1 1/4. This is maybe the easiest thing I've ever made in terms of a box. I'll tell you that. Okay, and let me get my scissors. Now, bye, Alice. Thank you for stopping in. You know what, Alice? Thank you. Big heart to you. Big heart. There's a package coming, but you know it's going to take 2 months to reach you. Okay, y'all. So now that we've scored it, and you can see that, most people like to fold their score lines just because, you know what, guys? It just makes it easier for cutting so you don't make a mistake. I will tell you that if you've got a good scoreboard, You don't even need to fold after because it's just so easy. Ever since I got this scoreboard from Stampin' Up, it has been a life changer. Life changer. Because now you see how fast I can score. I thought I was terrible at scoring. I'm not terrible at scoring. So now it's the same as making a box. And you can see how it's going to fold up. Let me just show you, right? It's going to fold up like this. Like this is your bottom. You're going to tuck these sides in and you're just going to glue them or use double-sided tape. So that's the next step, is just making that cut so that it folds in, right? And that's it. It's probably, again, I'm going to say, like, I think this is maybe one of the most simple boxes that you're probably ever going to make, ever. So I'm just going to show you how that works. I should be doing this on camera. I'm going to do one and show you so that you can see. Now, there's a rule of thumb on this, y'all, when you're making a box. I've noticed that Tony Craft Purge, she doesn't like to cut into her, she doesn't do an angle cut for her boxes, right? Ah, it's her birthday today? Wait, it's Tammy's stamping. Wait a second. Pat, it's Tammy's birthday today? Really? And we didn't know? I'm surprised we didn't know, y'all. Okay, so we have to do something about that. I'm just cutting in so I can show you how to fold this in. And what I mean, what I specifically mean by not cutting into the folds. Oh, I forgot to cut one of these. I should do this on the other. Hold on. I want to show y'all what I mean by this. Hi there, Erica. Wow, you made it, girly. You made it. Sorry, guys. I just realized that I forgot to show you where the cut is. Okay, so I'm going to show you where the cut is. So you see what I mean? Look. So when Tony does hers, she doesn't cut a triangle into it. So I'm trying to figure out how to show you this. Tony, when she cuts, just cuts the straight in. She doesn't cut it in at an angle like this. See how, like I did last time when we were building the other? I do that because when I fold in, I want it to be super, super neat. But not everybody cuts in that angle. I learned that trick, I think I learned that from Kathy, Cats All Create, actually. What is CST? Oh, EST, Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I think I am too, actually. But you see why I do it? I'm going to show y'all. When you fold this in, and you're going to see this in a second, when you fold this in, if you don't cut that angle, you can have something called overlay. So to just eliminate it, I just cut a tiny triangle out, and that's how you eliminate it, right? If by cutting this out, when I go to fold these in, then they fold perfectly and I don't have to worry about it, and there's no overlay. But that just depends on you. Like, Jelly Bean, what do you do when you cut in? Do you make a cut or you don't make a cut like this? I'm waiting to see what she says. Oh, it was also Tiffany's birthday. Happy birthday, Tiffany. Woohoo! Wandy, you snuck in here? Okay, Wandy cuts hers this way too. Okay, y'all. So Tony, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Tony is a careful crafter because she manages to do this, y'all, without cutting into those V's. And you do slices too, JB, me too. Because I just find, like, look, now when I'm gluing it in, which is what I'm about to do, right? I have zero overlay. Look, it's perfect. Small ones, right. That's the secret. I do teeny, teeny little ones. And the reason for that, and I'm showing you on this side so you can see, tiny little triangle cuts. Yeah, and so does Kayla. Everyone does. Okay, good. Tony manages, listen, guys, I've watched enough of her tutorials. She amazes me. When she does it, she doesn't do that. She doesn't need to. Hers come out perfectly anyway. So you do the same thing on the other side. You cut, and I'm really wanting to make sure you can see. And you cut, and then I do the same thing again. I cut that tiny little sliver, and I mean tiny, just so that the box folds in. And then I just glue everything together, which is what we're about to do. Now, there's two ways of doing it. I tend to keep this piece inward inside like this. I'll show you. Do you see that? So that the little square is inside. So if you're using double-sided tape, put the tape on this piece first and then fold it in. If you're doing glue, you can glue all three and put them together. And I'm just going to do that and show you. And I'm watching your comments while I'm doing this. Don't be sorry you're late, Erica. I'm just happy you came, girly. Listen, people, we have real lives with real families, right? And so people come when they can come. You don't ever worry about that. So I have my own way of doing this. I fold the middle in first, and then I fold the outside piece so that I can guarantee that it's perfect and there's no overlay. And that's it. Now, I used Beacon 3-in-1. You can use double-sided tape. You don't have to use the Beacon. You can use dry adhesive for this. It works just as well. And then you do the exact same thing on the other side. And I just realized I did not fully cut that out. There we go. So I'm just going to do the other thing on the other side. This is probably one of the easiest boxes you're ever going to build. Which is why it was good for a live, I thought. Because, I mean, really, folks, it's so simple that you can make, like, if you're a fast crafter, which I am not, you could build 6 of these. You're making, oh, you're barbecuing a roast, Monty? How are you barbecuing a roast? Hi, Kathleen. I just saw you came in. Y'all, sorry, when I'm gluing, I'm not paying enough attention. But you see how it's perfect? Like, look, when you cut in, there's not a single overlay, y'all. Not a single overlay. Aw, thank you, Jelly Bean. Guys, you know, I didn't realize something. I'm not so prissy, so I don't do a lot of things that are very girly. But my nails are like my one thing, and I felt like not having my nails done was like, I didn't realize how much it was bothering me until... Does it? No, it does. It didn't come with a lid. Wandy asked a really genius question. You know, there aren't very many tutorials for this, and I watched something that was designed sort of differently, Wanda, and then I kind of invented it so it would fit. Let me show you. I wanted it to fit some stuff. I'll show you with the other one. And I wanted it here. Okay, so you know how I'm doing the newbie swap, right? So one of the things, the first things that Erica and I were building were these like little miniature books. And so I wanted to like make sure that I could send it to her. That's how this started, y'all. I wanted to make sure that I could send it to her in cute packaging. So I wanted a bag that would hold a small book. And that's how it started. Oh, you see, your nail salons aren't open yet. So I have to tell you something, guys. Go to one where they're careful. You know, I went and got another assessment done. You notice I didn't get my haircut again today. There's a reason for that. It wasn't just because today was crazy and I was trying to finish up that huge pile of Happy Meal you see over there. It's also that they're supposed to be COVID tested, y'all, here, and they're supposed to wear masks and supposed to be checked before they open. And they're not following the rules. So when I went in, I found out again that the staff haven't been COVID tested and they're not always wearing a mask. So I can't have my hair cut. Either I cut it myself or I just live with it. But my nail salon put in all the right things so I could get my nails done. So Wanda, look, this is why I chose this, was because I really wanted to put a little book in it. That's how the love affair started. See, Michelle, how is that possible that nobody cares about COVID? Can someone explain this to me? You know what? Cuomo said here, guys, they didn't want to tell everybody that our numbers were down because they were so scared that people would stop wearing masks. And I'm telling you today, I literally must have passed 100 people that were not wearing a mask today. And last week, most people were wearing a mask. Now no one is wearing a mask. Bye, Barbara. So explain to me how no one cares, Michelle. I don't understand it. It's getting really, it's so scary. Yeah, I love it as a beach bag too. So this is what I want to say to y'all. So this was like how it started, the love affair started. And then I realized that they made really cute shakers also. And you can either use ribbon or, as I told y'all, you can cut strips. But then you have to decide on your length. If you make them smaller, and I'm going to show you what I mean. I cut them at different lengths to show y'all because I made a bunch tonight. Okay, so this one is cut at, this is a 6-inch strip, just so you can see. So that's longer than what they suggest. A 6-inch strip, once you thick it up and you bend it so that, and this is where it gets a little tricky. This is what I got to show you on camera. Okay, when you're making these straps, you fold it so it actually, like it folds in like a bag. That's 6, that's at 6. The recommended is 5. Yeah, you're never getting out of your apartment, Pat. I'm telling you, it's true. The 5 length, guys, comes this short. So you have to decide which one you want. I like it at 6. And 6.5 is like this, which takes you up to a full tote bag size. 6 is the one I use the most. So you kind of have to decide. Wanda, I'm telling you, once you start making these, you're going to make lots of adjustments. Because when I first started making them, y'all, I didn't put little feet on them. And now I'm going to show you what I use for little feet. Okay, so you know we get these here. So like Alicia and people like Crafty Michelle, you probably get these at a different store. We get these at Michael's. But I'm going to show y'all. I use these for the feet. And these are those half-back pearls. That, right? And you can get these at the dollar store and anywhere. We're back to this. I'm so glad you all like this paper. I'm telling you, it's the only paper pad I've ever found of it. Shake it chic. Hi, Brian. This is the paper pad. You're letting your hair grow long. Okay, so Dawn, that's what I've decided to. I'm going to trim the bangs myself, and I'm just going to let it grow. Because it's not worth, listen, it's not worth risking your health to have a haircut. It's just not. It's not. I don't know. I was going to ask Brian too. How are you coping, Brian? Y'all know Brian's had a really rough week, right? Yeah. You know what, Jelly Bean? I have to tell you, again, I think what everyone's saying is true. It's a good filler pad. I just want to warn you that the paper doesn't really match. Like it's kind of like a mix of everything. See, Michelle? Okay, so 2 bunches and a snip. So here's what I learned. Of course, you can find everything on YouTube. I'm just looking to see how bad the rats are. Yeah. Well, you know what? It depends on your building, Misty. It depends on your building. Our building has amazing rat control. But if buildings are not taking care of it, then yes, there's a rat problem. Yeah. Are you leaving us, Lana? Bye, Lana. Thank you so much for coming. Lana, seriously, we so want you to have a channel. We so want you to have a channel. The spider situation today is better. Thank you for asking. You know what? I got a pesticide that is meant for brown recluse. I did it myself. And I went to the hardware store and I got, so, you know, our kitchen was done 5 years ago. It was put in 5 years ago. So the caulking around all of the counters and everything, it's not undone. It's just not perfect anymore. And the hardware store told me that because the apartment's warm and they're attracted to warmth, that I should seal any crevices. So I recaulked my kitchen yesterday. So is Alicia leaving? Oh, Alicia's leaving. Bye, Alicia. Thank you so much for coming. I will be on tomorrow morning. Look for me. I'm going to look for you tomorrow morning. We try to arrange video calls. She'll see if I'm on Instagram, and then we can chat with each other because our time differences are pretty substantial. You know what, Jelly Bean? It's almost gone. So it's what they call a surface bite. So it turns out if you're bitten by a spider, Misty, you were right. There's a difference if it's a surface bite versus a bite. And mine was a surface bite. And then the other fear is they weren't sure if how my autoimmune would react with it. So, Chiquita just asked. It's a hot buy pad. I know it doesn't look like a hot buy pad or what the Paper Treasury calls like a no good buy pad, but it is a hot buy pad, y'all. It is. It is. So, I mean, it's really, yeah, I'm really lucky. Hi, Janaea. So, guys, the next thing you have to decide is the straps. Like, you can use it. You don't have to use paper. I will tell you what I do for the straps, of course, because I'm ridiculous, is I do back mine up with 110-pound cardstock. So basically, I'll show you what I do. I basically take a strip. These are the Halloween ones I've been working on. Because you know what, y'all? These hold a lot. I don't know if you saw, I sent Wanda like a bunch of sequins in one. You can put a small binder mail in one. They hold a lot. So I cut out 6 inches out of 110, and I just layer it underneath to give it some depth. And if I had glued that on straight, it would have been a lot better. But that's all I do, is I back it up. And then I just encourage it to roll by playing with it. I don't have a fancy tool, y'all, for this. I know some people use a paper quilling tool for this. If you have one, you can do that. I just tend to curl it with my hands. And that's it. And I'm going to show you as soon as this one's dry. I'll make another one to match this one because I pre-cut these, and I'll show you how that attaches. So I'm a big fan of these bags. You can make tons. I make them into shakers, and I'll show you how I do that. It's super simple, y'all. It's so simple, I'm telling you. And you can use any scrap paper for this, really. I use a ton of my scraps when making this project. You really can. So I'll just show you what it looks like when it's attached. Yeah, a bone folder will curl it too. I never thought to use a bone folder for this because look how easy it is, y'all, to curl this. I mean, it's so easy. It takes like 3 seconds. Hi, Joanne. And then I will tell you, I'll show you how cute it looks. If you have an eyelet and a crocodile, if you want to make it fancy and do purse dangles, oh my gosh, y'all, it is so cute. I'm like slowly improving them over time, y'all. Like, you know, when you first start making something, and again, I made this because of Erica. Like, I started making this for the newbie swap. And you know what I need? I need one of my little pink clasps to hold this down. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. If you're using wet adhesive, y'all, you're going to need one of your little clamps. I have half mine here and half in Florida. I was telling Susan and Misty that. And then I use these other ones, but they leave a mark on my project, so I don't like using them. So I'm just going to hold the other side till it sets. Who's governor? Brandy, your governor sucks? Listen, you know what? Most of the governors are not handling this right. You know that we're supposed to be tracing every person who goes into an indoor store, but only Apple and Sephora are doing it. And I won't even go into a Sephora. Like, why would you go into a Sephora right now if the store has a lineup? Why wouldn't you just order online? If you have to go in a time when there isn't a lineup. Yeah, the better it gets. That's what Jelly Bean, that's what happened. Like I said, I invented this to hold this book for Erica, right? To hold one of the mini binders. But then I started really loving them. And so then I started playing around with it. And then suddenly I was like, wait a second, these could be really cute. And that's when I started adding feet. That's when I started making them into shakers. And that's when I figured out, y'all, look where the straps are. If you put the straps on the outside, which I'll show you in the next one, you put a crocodile hole through it, put an eyelet, and then dangle charms from it. And it looks really cute. Looks really, really cute. Did Chris just come in? Don't be sorry. Hi, Chris. Right. So Jelly Bean's going through stores with drive-through. You know what? Yeah, that's okay. So that's what I was going to say to you, Lauren. When I'm making them as shakers, or let me show you. I really did come prepared today so I could show you guys all of the different versions. Okay. If I'm making it, Lauren, where I'm not using the eyelets, I prefer it where the strap is inside. I don't know why. I prefer it that way. But when I'm doing the eyelet one, which I'll show you in a second, then I like to put contrasting handles, and I put it on the outside, and then I put an eyelet through it, and I dangle it. Yeah, see, Mary Jane, you love purses, and you know what? You don't need anything for this. Look, you saw how easy this was to make. I'm slow, and I promise you, I could make 5 of these while we're chatting. They're that easy to make. They are that easy. And again, you can use ribbon. You don't have to use paper, y'all. I like the look of the paper handles. So I'm using paper, but you can use all different ones. Oh my goodness, everybody's here. Yeah, see, drive-throughs. Hi, Dawn. Drive-through, everyone. Like, yeah, you can make a mini. I was going to say, so this is the reason I chose this size for today, y'all, is because a lot of people lately have been saying that they have a lot of 6x6 inch paper pads that they want to use up. I happen to love 6-inch paper pads, but some people don't, and they have a lot of them and they want to get rid of them. So I was like, okay, then I'm going to adjust the measurements so we can make this out of 6-inch paper pads. But once you can make this, that means you know this. That means you can make it super mini. You can make them big. You can change all of it. And to make it a shaker is so easy, y'all. It is so, it's scary how easy this is. Because, and I'm going to show you, you just do it with tulle. So I'm going to attach the other strap, and then we'll make another one using the eyelets. You also, by the way, if you want to get fancy, and I like people who finish projects like this, you can also like glue two together and make the paper double-sided. Like if you're using Maggie or you're using the Hot Buy, just glue two together so it's double-sided. That's all. Yes, I'll put the measurements. And remember, Wanda, you can adjust them. So like as soon as you can build this size, you can build a mini, you can build a big one, you can build all of them. Let me just put this strap on, and then I'll put the feet on so you can see. Yeah, the chat is fast. That's right. It's amazing though, like how fast you can build these, y'all. And you know what the other thing is? Those of you good with a rotor, I don't know how many of you are good with like either a rotary cutter or your craft knife. Because if you are good with that, then there's something else you can do. Or I'm going to give you another suggestion. It's a more advanced way of doing it, but I was playing with it today for the first time, and I didn't have it perfected, so I didn't want to show you yet. But here's my other idea. Okay, so you know how we built this, right? If before you cut it, when it was just cut at 5.5 by 6, if you went specifically to the one side, you could die cut out a star or a heart or whatever shape you want, and you could make it into an acetate shaker. That's number one. And today I started doing it. Don't worry, Lanny, don't you worry, because we're going to make another one real quick. They're really easy to make, Lanny, I swear to you. Okay, so Wanda says Wanda, the craft knife is tricky. For any of us with illnesses, we have to be really careful. That's why I got that little rotary cutter. Wanda, if you struggle, that little rotary cutter from Tim Holtz for $3.95, that's what I use for these sorts of things. But if you have a small die, before we do the cutting and scoring, you could die cut out a star, a heart, and then you could turn it into an acetate shaker. The other thing I played with today, yeah, you could use a paper punch. Jellybean's right. If you have a punch in a star or a heart, there you go. That's the other thing you can do. The other thing is, and I'm not yet as good at working with acetate as other people, but if you have a good grade acetate, you can make these out of acetate using the same measurements. And they look really good. Yeah, or a Cricut. Kayla's right. Like, this you don't need a die for. This, all you need is a 5.5 by 6 piece of paper and some scissors, and you can make it. But if you wanted to get fancy, guys, you can make these super fancy. That's what I realized. I started playing it today, and I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm just taking a look to see who's leaving. Bye, Samantha. I just saw you were leaving. Yeah, see, dies or punches. Me too. You know what? I can master it with a craft knife, but why am I going to take a chance on hurting myself? I need that rotary cutter. I'm telling you, that little rotary cutter, that's why I got it, because I find it much easier than using, oh, you made a round one. How did you make a round one? Okay, y'all, have you seen that project? Okay, Wanda, have you tried it yet, making the utility cart? Because Wanda got this utility cart, and the boxes, folks, were rounded. How did that happen? Does anyone know? Hi, Lorraine. I'm just waiting to hear what everyone says. Because if Chiquita, if you've done it, I want to know how you make rounded boxes, because I want to make that cart. Whoa, you've made one of the carts? How do you make it? Okay, I need to learn how to make a rounded box. See, I've mastered box making now, but I just don't know how to make a round box. That's like my next challenge, y'all, is making a round box. Okay, so I'll show you how I just put the feet on, and then we'll make another one quickly. Yeah, the cart, the utility cart is magical. I really want to make the utility cart. I'm hoping Wanda's going to figure out how to do it, and she's going to make a tutorial for us. That's my secret hope. That's my secret hope. Oh, guys, so you see there's a cartridge for Cricut that will enable you to make the rounded corners. It's like sewing. When you round the paper, you have to cut. Oh, okay. So you have to dart the paper. That's what you have to do. Okay. It's been making me crazy. I've been trying to figure out, like, how do you get a rounded box? That's the part that was making me insane. So now, guys, this is so simple. Look, all we're doing is we're gluing. Again, I get mine at Michael's when they go on sale. Before Michael's took away the 40% off coupon, y'all, these were so inexpensive. So I have mine in a jar on my desk. I always have these. So I'm just going to put them on as little feet. And I just think it's a nice finishing touch. You don't have to do this. This is me. I just like adding it. And if I'm not doing the exterior straps, I kind of like to add them here too now, or a bow. Or I die cut out a mini bow and I put bows on. But that's just me being ridiculous, to be honest. But I like the feet too. You like the feet too? Me too. I like the feet too. And what I found is I tested this out. How many of you have started using the Beacon 3-in-1 versus the fabric tack? Because I will say one thing. I used to have to use EC 6000 for things like this to be guaranteed. And I will say that the 3-in-1 works just as well now. But I'm not so happy with it on fabric. So I'm just curious how everybody else feels. If you're having the same experience with it, or you think it's fine. Maybe I'm just being crazy picky. No, I did not know that. Jellybean just said that they're not taking competitors' coupons anymore. Well, y'all know, listen, right now I think everyone's trying to recover money that they lost during COVID, because most people have taken away free shipping. Most people have taken away their coupons in the US. But you know what? Compared to the rest of the world, I mean, Alicia, Crafty Michelle, everyone will tell us the rates we pay are still much lower, y'all. And that's the truth. Oh, so Dawn's saying she finds that the glue is the same. I don't know, but the other day I was making, Dawn, I was making shakers, Polaroid shakers, and I was using the really good quality Crafter's Companion, the Crafter's Companion glitter cardstock that's really beautiful. It's like really thick GSM. And I have to tell you, I wanted to adhere some fabric to it, and it wouldn't stick. So what I had to do was I actually had to go get EC 6000 and be really careful. So I was wondering if anyone else had that problem. Yeah, see, okay, you don't like it over fabric tack either. I think there's a slight change. I mean, in a way, it's nice to just need one glue. In another way, well, I don't know. It depends on how y'all feel about. When do y'all use? Bye, Mary Jane. Oh, no, I used the glue that you sent me, but the glue that you sent me, Jellybean, I save it only for ephemera making. Y'all, Jellybean, see, all the feet are done. Jellybean makes this special glue, and I'm now hoarding the little bit I've got. So what, Jellybean, you're going to have to tell everybody what you put in it, because she makes this glue, y'all, I swear to you. You use it when you hand cut out ephemera or stamps. You attach that to your cardstock at 110, and it is thicker than chipboard we can buy in the store. I don't know what is with that glue concoction. But Jellybean has to tell you what's in it. I'm reading what Misty's saying. The zip dry glue. Oh, I've never tried the zip. I will tell you, I did tell you all this. I like this for embellishments. And I know Sunshine Honeybees really liked it. She used it the other day. I don't like this for bookmaking. I showed you all last week. It has a slight buckle that art glitter glue doesn't have. So this one, I'm not as a huge, when you have to use it on big things, I'm not a fan of this glue. On embellishments, it's perfect. Oh, interesting. See, I won't give up your glue, Jellybean, to use on fabric because it's precious. So, I mean, all you have to do now is decorate, y'all. And again, it's up to you how you do that. But it's that simple. This is like one of the easiest things you are ever going to make. I'm telling you. But it looks so cute when you decorate it. And I'm going to show it to you with the straps on the outside. So we'll make another one. Because I just think they're so cute. Like, they're just so cute. I'm just reading all your comments. Yeah, there's no, okay, so, right? It turns, look at that. And we haven't even decorated it yet. It's like, look how cute this bag is. We haven't even decorated it. We haven't done anything. And I often will make, okay, not with this cute paper, but I often would make this a shaker, or I would, you know, there are things I'll do to it. And depending upon the style of the person, like, you know, this is Prima. I would do this one differently. This one is Capital Chic that I'm making for somebody. So each one comes out differently. Bye, Chiquita. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say this, Dawn. I mean, I tried this when they brought this out at the promotional price because I needed glue. And so I thought I would try it. And I'm fine with it for embellishments. Any small area, it doesn't buckle. But art glitter glue, I hate the price of it. But guys, it doesn't buckle when I lay down a book. So yeah, reptile glue is very good for books too. It is. It is. I think it's about, I'm just going to read. Oh, you got to do your collab video. Yay. Michelle did an 11-inch shaker. I told you all it's not going to be a normal shaker. I knew it. Oh, I'm so excited. Bye, Michelle. 11-inch shaker. If you leave off the handles, you make smaller one. Yeah, that's what Wanda was asking. Is there a lid? No. And you know what, guys? That's really because I kind of ended up inventing this. So, I mean, I know how to make a box lid. So I should just figure out how to make a lid. You know? I'm making sure that I catch up on everyone's comments. Okay, so Chris, here's my answer about art glitter glue. When I make books as a special gift for somebody, yes, I like art glitter glue. But I don't use it for everyday crafting, Chris, because it's expensive. I'll tell you, my favorite thing for everyday crafting is Helmer's 450. But they're in a red zone and they have not reopened and you can't order their glue right now. So that's why I'm using 3-in-1. Yeah, it's too expensive for every day. Yeah, see? Lauren's made 4 in the time we've been talking. I told you could make, I said 4 or 5 in one video. I told y'all. It's like, it's so easy to make. But I want to show it to you with the straps on the outside for those of you, because if you want to put in the eyelets and you're good with charms, oh my goodness, it makes it so cute. It makes it so cute. So I deliberately cut this out ready so I could do this with you. I'm just watching while I'm talking. Yeah, see, and this is the problem. In Canada, okay, so I almost fainted when I went to Toronto to be with my mom. And I didn't expect to be there for 2 months, 3 months looking after her. So I didn't bring enough craft supplies, as you all know, because it was an emergency. And I went from the Holy Land to Toronto. And I almost fainted at what the cost of now, and there's no explanation for it because it's the exact same item sold at Michael's in the States. So why is it so expensive in Toronto? They claim it's cost of gas and transport. I don't believe them. There's like sometimes a $14 price difference, y'all. What did I do wrong here? I forgot to bend it. That's what I did. Have a good night. Okay, Wanda, you've gotta show us a video on that cart because we have to learn how to make it. Thank you for joining us, Wanda. Thank you. See, and some people like the Alileen's. I find that it's not strong enough for me, but y'all, you know I'm a messy maker. So, okay, so I'm going to show you these on the outside this time so that you get a different look. I'm just watching y'all. So you see, Lauren's already made 4 or 5. If I hadn't been chit-chattering so much, I tested this to see how many I could make, and I could also make like 4 or 5 in the time. So the fact that I didn't make 4 or 5 is because I was too busy chitter-chattering. Plus, we had a UPS delivery in the middle, which was really funny. Okay, so I'm just letting it set. I'm going to let this set for a minute so I can show you this before we finish the video. So you see, it's super easy. I'm just looking at it. You know, it's funny, Brandy, that you're asking about those mats because I hear people buy. Misty, didn't you say people buy the craft mats from the Dollar Tree instead of replacing the Cricut mats? Am I right, guys? Is that not true? I'm just watching to see what everyone says. Yeah, the bundles. Oh, I'm glad you guys find the chit chat fun too, because I feel bad. I usually, I'm like, how did you not make 4 during this? Okay, so do you see how it's setting? This is what the strap looks like when you do it on the outside. And then I'm going to show you with my Crop-A-Doll what you do. It's really easy. I'm just waiting for it to dry a little bit more. But once it's dry, basically what you do is you take your Crop-A-Doll, you poke a hole through, you put an eyelet in, and you dangle some really fun charms, and then it becomes a super cute bag. Like, super cute. Yeah, I agree. I think this is such a great project, and it's so easy. It's so easy. And you can use dry adhesive, wet adhesive. I have to tell you, and this is the only project, and you know how picky I am about paper, where I'm telling you, the hot buy paper is as good as Prima, is as good as Minte, is as good as crepe paper. It doesn't matter what you use. These come out every single time. Like you can see that this is the Michaels, and I've done nothing to thick it up. It's perfect. So, Lorenzo, you got hers up on Instagram. How do you manage? Okay, can someone please tell me how they manage Instagram and YouTube? Like, what is my problem at managing both? How do you all remember to do it? Oh, you use the cleaner from the Dollar Tree. So Barbara says, okay, so you see she uses the cleaner, sprays it down, scrapes it, rinses it, and then lets it air dry. Because I've heard from other people too that they are using dollar store products for their Cricut because it's less expensive. Okay, guys, this part is a bit tricky. And, arguably maybe the way you should do this, and I'm just thinking this through, Jelly Bean, weigh in on this too, is you probably should I haven't done it this way, but I'm realizing now that I'm showing it to you, what you should probably do is do the hole before you attach it. I've been doing it after. But the truth is, I think you should do it before. Now that we're doing this together, I'm like, why didn't I do that before? Who doesn't have a Crop-A-Doll? Rhonda, you need a Crop-A-Doll. Or a Big Bite. You have to decide which one is a better investment. I use both. So I don't know. Does everyone use both who has both? Because this doesn't cut. Rhonda, you need to know this. I use this tool every day. But I'm going to tell you something. If you have hand problems or you want to go through like heavy chipboard, you're going to need the Big Bite, not just this. Okay. Thank you. Jelly Bean's internet gives out more than mine does in Brooklyn. Oh, and we're supposed to be wrapping up anyway. I'm over, but I wanted to show you all what it looks like with it outside. But now that I'm thinking it through, I've been doing this the hard way, y'all, because I've been doing it after like this. But the truth is what you should do is do it before. And all you do is you put holes in it, attach it, and put in your eyelets and dangle charms. And then you have charms dangling from here, and it's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, so Jean, you have both, right? Would you have bought this? Did you buy them? Like, did you buy this first and then the Big Bite? And do you think people should invest in this or just buy the Big Bite? I'm just curious what people think. Yeah, see, people say the same thing. I'm just curious, both. But if you have to choose one, the Big Bite. Okay, so that's why I'm asking this question for Rhonda. Right. So, Monty, how come you never use your Big Bite? I'm curious about this because, I didn't have this advice when I was buying. And so I bought this one first. And I do use it all the time, y'all. I do. I put eyelets and everything. But I will say the Big Bite is easier on my hands. Hand issues. Yeah, Big Bite. See? Oh, you're right. It does depend on space. Okay, before we finish off this video, I've got one more question if you all don't mind. Because I asked Misty this. So, guys, if this puts in snaps, why did everybody buy the cam snap system? I'm going to ask you all this. I'm wondering if that's what's in my package. Why don't people like to use this to put the snaps on? Why did they buy the separate tool? No, I haven't. And that's because I was waiting on 2 more, and one of them just came in. So I think we're going to have to end it and not wait for I think one is missing. And you know what's sad, y'all? It's Marcy's. It's Marcy's ATC that's missing. Oh, big bite. Okay. It is bulky. I'm going to warn you. It is bulky, but folks, I have hand issues, right? So if I did this all night, it would hurt. The big bite doesn't hurt so much. Ah, that's why. The Cam Snap is light and easy to use. So what people say, Kayla, this doesn't work, or the Cam Snap system doesn't work? Because, guys, technically that's what this is. Look, see this? That top part? That's just like how we insert our eyelets. That's also supposedly what we use for snaps. Kathy, that's what I've been told. And I checked with Misty, and Misty says absolutely. Okay, so there aren't any videos. I answered him, Pat. I answered him. I told him no because we were waiting on Marcy's. Marcy's ATC is missing. So I talked to Marcy today. I'm just going to do the draw now. I'm just really sad. I'm going to show you all a picture of it. I'm just looking at what everyone's got to say. Okay, so you know what, Kathy, you got to tell us. Okay, so I've done snaps with. See, Misty's done it though, y'all. So there's got to be a way to do it. But Monty says she struggled with hers. So maybe there's a tool. Maybe there's like I'm just trying to figure it out because I'm like, wait, why should I buy another tool if I've got it already? All right, well, that helps answer my question. Well, supposedly, Deb, you're supposed to be able to. And Misty's done it. So, see, and okay, so here's what the issue is. So Kayla just told us what the issue is. You can put a dent. And if you're a messy maker, like I'm a messy maker, then maybe it's going to be a problem. But, hi, Becky. Oh, it's so nice to see you. How's your husband doing, Becky? I tell y'all, it's been such a rough time for everybody. I hope your husband's okay. Okay. So, y'all, that's it. You can use this, but it's tricky. And you're going to have, we probably would need Misty to do a video for us to show us how to do it without putting dents in it. So, because technically you're supposed to be able to do this. No, Chris, I still have no AC. I'm not allowed to have anybody in to repair anything. Yeah, and Monty had the same problem. Okay. So, that's why I couldn't figure it out. I wanted to ask y'all, why are people buying the Cam Snap? But now I know why. My bite is much better, y'all. I only had a surface bite, so now it's just one red bump. So I'm really lucky. Yeah, I agree. Maybe Misty can show us how to do it, Kayla. Because, Misty's good with tools. So if she knows how to do it, there's got to be a way to do it. The spider bite is so much better, y'all. It's so much better. I'm really lucky. It was just a surface bite. I didn't know there was a difference in that either. So a surface bite is they're just starting to bite you, and I must have thrown it off in my sleep, and I got lucky. That's what happened. I will put it on replay. No AC. Guys, you know what the problem is? I'm not allowed to have anyone in my apartment. So right before we log off, I'm going to share this with y'all. It always happens at one time. My AC isn't working. I'm having spiders, which I'm dealing with. I had to recock my kitchen counters, but I did that myself. Then my washing machine is not used to having this much laundry being done, so it broke. I fixed it twice watching YouTube videos. And now my dishwasher is having a problem. So I fixed that too, watching a video on YouTube. So I'm allowed to have a repair person in here. So if anything breaks, it's on me. And the one thing I can't do is fix the AC. I can't. I'm not that talented. I just can't. I'm not that handy. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't know that recluse spiders were that bad. I'm glad I just killed it without knowing that. Both of them. Yeah. Guys, thank you. My hubby's, you know what? My mom is doing well. She's not loving being at my sister's house. It's not like being with me, but she's safe. And that's all you know what? I'm very grateful that she's safe. In the area she is, y'all, she has less than 7 cases in the entire state. She's totally safe. and that I can sleep better at night from that. You know, she doesn't like being there, but you know what? It's a small price to pay for your health. And my hubby can almost put a little pressure on his foot, and he can move 3 toes now. So this is very good. I listen, I don't know what you guys were like growing up. I meant it when I told y'all, like, my dad was an entrepreneur. There were years that we had some money because he did okay his business. Guys, there were years where we didn't have money to go buy a popsicle from the store for the entire year. Like, our lives were very up and down financially. So growing up, like, I learned how to do a lot of things. If my bike broke, I had to fix it. We couldn't afford to buy me a new bike necessarily, and we couldn't afford to have it repaired. So if I didn't learn how to do stuff, that's what would have happened, you know? So I learned how to be pretty resourceful, I guess. Yeah, it was a good lesson. Do you know, guys, when I was interviewing for this apartment in here, they didn't want, because it was like 10 years ago and the hipsterville hadn't started yet, but they saw it coming, and they didn't want a spoiled person in here. And they preferred to have like a more community oriented person. And when they first met me and they found that I was a professor, they were a little worried that I was going to be like some hoity-toity girl. And after like 15 minutes, they realized, like, oh, she didn't grow up with like a lot of money. And oh, she's kind of like a more normal person, you know? There were years where we did okay, and then there were years where we really struggled financially. So I had to learn how to do a lot of things on my own, y'all. A lot. But I think that was good for me, so that I'm not scared of things like when I went to the hardware store, the guy laughed at me like, "You're going to caulk your own kitchen?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I already own the gun and everything, and I know what caulking I want. Like, so it's all good. Yeah, see? Lizzie's the same. And you guys are the same. Michelle's the same. See, a lot of you grew up the same way. Maybe that's why we make stuff. You know, I never thought about it before. Oh, no. You had to have surgery from the bite? Oh, Becky. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't know this at first. You know what? It did build character, Kayla. It did. It did. And you know something? I've always been really, really grateful. Like, really grateful. Because I had to do a lot of stuff myself. And my family worked. Like, it's just the way it was. You know? It's a different time today, y'all. I don't know about your kids, but my grandkids are never left. I started babysitting. I was 10 and a half years old when I started babysitting. So it was a different time, you know? Yeah, it does. Randy, you're right. It makes you independent. That's what it did, you know? And you know what? We're lucky. There were people, right? A little hard work never hurt anybody. There were people that like didn't have at all. I had a place to sleep. I had clothes to wear to school. You know, we just didn't have money for extras at all. And that's just the way it was. And, it, you know, not such a big deal. Yeah. My husband, by the way, is the opposite. If he hangs a shelf, it falls down. He can't, he's like tool problematic. He can't do anything handy. He can't use a drill. He can't use anything. Well, okay, so depression babies understand even more than me. They know how to do it. They know how to save everything. They know how to use every scrap. That's also why I save everything, y'all. It's the other reason. But now I have to get rid of some of my packaging. No, I have yours. That's the one I was talking about earlier. You must have missed it. You're the one I got. It's Marcy's that I didn't. So that's why I said I'm just going to finish it. Marcy and I were talking about it today. She doesn't want to hold everybody up. So that's who I've been waiting on. Yes, y'all, I'm going to finish it up too. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you make tons of these. I really do. They're wonderful. They're really, really wonderful. You can lay shingles on a roof. Yeah, I can. Okay. I can't, I don't think so, but you know what? You never know. I'm never going to say never, because I never thought I'd be dealing with spider like spraying. So you never know. You never know, y'all. You just never know. I'm just reading to make sure that I don't miss anything. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, that's how they got through the depression. They had, I mean, we think we were rationed during COVID. It's nothing compared to what these people went through. Nothing. You know, we can't find products we need to stay safe, and that's scary. But they didn't have anything. That's the difference. That's the difference. Yeah, you see, that is the difference. See, the big bite, Monty makes the best point. So you know what, Monty, that was really, really smart. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to say what Monty just pointed out is this: you have to squeeze with your hand. If you have hand issues, it could hurt. The big bite you push down on. So your arm does the work. If you've got hand issues, the big bite saves your hand. Just so that's a very important point. I'm just reading to make sure I say goodbye properly. Thank you guys so very much. I'm so glad that you like these, and they're really cute. I hope you make a bunch. Hope you make a bunch with shakers cut out, or you make a whole bunch. Oh my goodness. And you can make these out of different materials too. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and watching. I appreciate it. Have a safe night, y'all. A really safe night. All right. Take good care, y'all. Me too. Me too. I'm looking forward to next week. Bye, everybody. Good night. Good night, Cynthia. Bye, Kathleen. Thank you. Bye, Lauren. Oh, I love you too, Susan. Bye, Deb. Bye, Rhonda. Bye, Michelle and Monty and Pat. And is it Helene or Helene? It is Helene. I don't have my glasses on. Lauren and Kathy and Miss Lana. I'm so glad you joined us. I want to see you make one of these. Lana, you have to get a channel. We are all dying for you to have a channel. We are dying. Good night, Lizzie. Good night, everybody. Anna, I'm missing people. I'm so sorry. Bye, Kathy. I love the bag too. And you're all going to put your own personal touch on these. I'm telling you. Big hug, Lizzie. Bye, everybody. Bye, Linda. Bye, everybody. Bye. Brian, have a better week. Have a better week. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much. Stay safe.